The day everything changed. They told me it was just a part of aging. That knee pain was normal at 85. That I should learn to live with it. But I couldn't accept that. Not when every step felt like a sharp stab, and the stairs looked like a mountain. My name is Margaret, and until a few weeks ago, walking from the kitchen to the living room felt like crossing a desert. I had tried everything: creams, pills, hot compresses, even injections. Some gave relief for a day or two, but nothing lasted. I was beginning to believe I would need a cane for the rest of my life, or worse, a wheelchair. Then one morning, something unexpected happened. My granddaughter came to visit. She's into all things natural and healthy. When she saw me struggling to get out of my chair, she looked concerned. "Nana," she said gently, "what if we tried something your doctor never told you about?" I raised an eyebrow, curious but skeptical. She pulled out her phone and showed me a recipe, an old-fashioned, homemade collagen drink made from just a few natural ingredients. She said people were using it to rebuild joint health and get back on their feet without painkillers or surgery. I had never heard of collagen back when I was younger, but she explained how our bodies make less of it as we age. Collagen is like the cushion between your bones, the glue that keeps your joints smooth and strong. No wonder my knees were screaming. I had lost that cushion over time. And this recipe, she said, helped bring it back naturally. The ingredients surprised me. There was nothing fancy or expensive. Things I already had in my kitchen, or could get easily from the store. Gelatin, a bit of lemon juice, warm water, and one secret ingredient that shocked me. Honey mixed with turmeric ***. I laughed. "Are you telling me this will fix 20 years of knee pain?" She just smiled and said, "Just try it for a few days." I started drinking it every morning on an empty stomach. It didn't taste bad at all. In fact, it reminded me of a warm, tangy tea. That first day, of course, nothing happened. I still needed help standing up. But by the third morning, something changed. I didn't feel that usual sharp pain when I got out of bed. It was still sore, yes, but duller, less aggressive. I thought maybe I was imagining things. But by the fifth day, I knew I wasn't. I stood up on my own. I walked to the kitchen without grabbing the table for support. My knees felt warm, supported, almost like they were being hugged from the inside. I kept drinking the mix every morning, exactly the way she showed me. And with every day, the pain kept fading bit by bit, like a dark cloud lifting after a storm. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds too simple. Too easy. But I had tried the hard way. I'd paid for prescriptions, I'd sat through doctor visits that ended with, "You're just getting older." I was tired of that answer. And yet, this silly-looking cup of golden drink, something I could make in 2 minutes, was doing more for me than any expensive medication ever had. On day 7 I cried. I stepped outside, barefoot, onto the grass. I hadn't done that in years. I walked down the small slope of my garden, normally a terrifying task, and I didn't wince. My husband, bless his heart, watched me from the porch, smiling like I'd won the lottery. "You're glowing," he said. I felt it too, not just in my knees, but in my spirit. I felt like myself again. But here's the kicker. The next morning, day 8, something happened that I still can't believe. The surprise on day 8. I woke up on the 8th morning, just as the sun was beginning to peek through the curtains. For years now, the very first thing I did every morning was brace myself for pain. You see, that first step out of bed was always the worst. The stiffness. The sharp ache behind my knees. It felt like trying to stand on brittle twigs. But that morning, something was different, strangely different. I sat up and planted my feet on the floor, expecting the usual discomfort. But instead, nothing. No pain. No stiffness. I stood up slowly, testing my legs. Still nothing. I actually gasped. I took a few steps toward the bathroom, completely forgetting to hold onto the dresser like I usually did. I laughed, a little nervous, a little amazed. Was it really working? Could that golden drink my granddaughter gave me have fixed something doctors told me was just age? In the mirror, I saw something I hadn't seen in years, hope in my own eyes. I splashed water on my face and thought back to all the times I had limped across the floor, held back from going outside, or avoided family outings because I was afraid I'd slow everyone down. That fear had ruled my life quietly, like a shadow I couldn't shake. But now I had taken my power back. Later that day, my daughter came by. She noticed immediately. "Mom, are you walking without holding the walls?" I smiled. "I think this drink actually worked," I told her, feeling more confident than I had in years. We sat down and I explained everything. The ingredients, the timing, the ritual of it. She wrote it all down and said, "I'm going to make this for you every morning now. Let's keep this going." That afternoon, something even more surprising happened. My neighbor Gloria knocked on the door. She's a few years younger than me, always bright and cheerful, but lately, she'd been having the same struggles with her knees. I invited her in and told her everything. She was amazed. "I've got to try that," she said. "If it helped you, maybe it can help me too." So we made a deal. Every morning, we'd have our collagen drinks together. We'd sit in the sun for a few minutes, stretch a little and talk. Within a few days, Gloria was feeling better too. She even brought her sister into our little collagen club, as we started calling it. The three of us, three older women who had almost given up on mobility, were now laughing, walking, and feeling like we had discovered something magical. But let me be clear, it wasn't magic. It was science. My granddaughter explained that collagen is like the scaffolding of our joints. It gives strength and flexibility. But our bodies stop producing enough of it as we age. That's why our knees, hips, and even our skin start to feel loose, brittle, or painful. The homemade drink simply gives the body what it's missing. Gelatin provides the amino acids. Lemon helps with absorption. Turmeric reduces inflammation. Honey soothes the digestive system so it can process all those good nutrients. What made this recipe powerful wasn't just what it had, but what it didn't. No chemicals. No artificial fillers. No sugar-packed supplements in plastic bottles. Just whole ingredients from my own kitchen. I started thinking, how many other seniors like me are sitting in pain, thinking there's no way out? And that's when I knew I had to share this story. Soon, I was doing things I hadn't done in years. Bending to pick up my garden tools. Walking to the mailbox without stopping to rest. I even went shopping with my granddaughter and didn't need a cart to lean on. At 85, I felt like a brand new woman. Not younger necessarily, but stronger. More in control. And it all started with one drink a day. By day 10, the change was undeniable. Even my doctor was shocked. "Whatever you're doing," he said, "keep doing it." I told him everything, and to my surprise, he said he had heard other patients mention similar remedies. "Maybe it's time we start listening to these natural solutions," he added. The story doesn't end there. Because soon, other things in my life started improving too. My skin felt softer. My sleep got better. My digestion wasn't as sluggish. I realized this collagen drink wasn't just helping my knees, it was helping my whole body heal from the inside out. And with every day that passed, my belief in it grew stronger. That's when I decided to write it all down. The recipe, the method, the timeline. I wanted to create a little guide, a gift, for anyone out there who feels hopeless, like I once did. Because nobody, and I mean nobody, deserves to live in pain when such a simple solution might be sitting right in their kitchen. But before I share that complete recipe and how to prepare it perfectly, there's something even more important I need to show you in the final part. How this one change didn't just fix my knees, but gave me a whole new purpose. Something beautiful happened, and it made me believe that 85 isn't too old to start a new chapter in life. The recipe that changed everything. The real turning point wasn't just that my knee pain disappeared. It was what came after. As the days passed, I didn't just walk better. I started living better. I began to wake up with energy. I smiled more. I started looking forward to each morning, knowing I could move freely without fear or hesitation. That freedom at my age is a kind of wealth no money can buy. And I wasn't alone anymore. My daughter told her friends. Gloria told her church group. Soon women, and even a few men, were asking me for the exact recipe. "What's in that miracle drink, Margaret?" they'd say. So here it is, just as I make it every morning. Simple, easy, and natural. Margaret's homemade collagen recipe ***. Ingredients ***. 1 tablespoon of unflavored gelatin powder, grass-fed if possible. *half a cup of warm water, not boiling, just warm enough to dissolve. Juice of 1/2 fresh lemon. 1 teaspoon of organic honey. 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Optional ***, a small pinch of black pepper, to activate turmeric more effectively. Instructions ***. 1. Add the gelatin to the warm water and stir until fully dissolved. 2. Add the lemon juice, honey, turmeric, and black pepper. 3. Mix well until smooth. Drink it slowly, preferably on an empty stomach in the morning. It's best to take this daily for at least 7 to 10 days to start noticing results. Many, including myself, continue it for longer periods to keep the benefits going strong. I had no idea something so small could lead to such a big change. And I've learned that aging doesn't mean we have to give up control of our bodies. Sometimes, we just need to return to nature's wisdom. This drink gave me back something I thought was lost forever. ***, my independence. But even more importantly, it opened up a whole new part of my life. With my knees feeling better, I started joining Gloria for walks in the park. I started helping out at the community center again. I even took up gardening, something I hadn't dared to do in almost a decade. My hands in the soil, the sun on my face, and my legs strong beneath me, it was more than healing. It was rebirth. And one morning, as I stood in my little backyard planting tulips, my husband walked out and watched me. He had tears in his eyes. "I thought I'd lost you to that chair," he said softly. "But you came back." We hugged, and I realized this wasn't just about me. It was about the people I loved and the life I could still live with them. At 85, I found new purpose. And all it took was one small change. Now, if you're watching this and wondering, could this work for me too? I say don't wait. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Try it for a few days. See how your body responds. Give yourself a chance to feel better. You deserve to walk without pain, to move freely, to live fully, no matter your age. If this story touched you, if you want to try the recipe, or if you've already started and feel a difference, please share it ***. Send it to someone who might be quietly suffering like I was. And if you'd like me to put together a downloadable guide or a step-by-step video tutorial for this recipe, just let me know in the comments. You don't have to accept pain as part of your story. You can change the ending, just like I did. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe for more natural remedies and senior health tips, and share this with someone you love. Your story could inspire someone else to heal, just like mine. Stay strong. Stay hopeful. And remember, ***, it's never too late to feel better.